All right, we're live again. Okay. Well, that was fun. I don't know. All right. So, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. Go ahead and fix this. No. Oh, well, whatever. Okay. We're back up. We got it, we're back up. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Guess I'm just gonna go ahead and copy the description here as I get things set up. Stream settings. Here we go. Oh, never mind. All that stuff's still the same. Well, okay. Any questions regarding this team? Just kind of working through. Details. Gonna go ahead and put this in the. Oh no, I have to save. Putting this in the reaction playlist. Do the Bears realistically have a chance of making a big deep splash into free agency? A big deep splash. That is a good question. Because right now, this was the last game that this team really may have had a chance. Because I wouldn't be surprised if someone like Simeon gets sat for the rest of the year. And so, I don't know. It's They definitely have a chance. They definitely have a chance. They have the most cap space. They have like over $100 million in cap space. I'm just gonna go ahead and do another tab. That's not so I'm not super distracted. Let's go here. Go to this one. Or not. Things are running really slow. What am I looking? Oh yeah, Bears cap space. Yeah, $110 million in cap space is what the Bears have got for next season. You want in on this? You want in on this? Bet. You want in on this? We're doing it. All right, let me get my headphones. I threw them on my bed after Watson scored the touchdown. I am in. All right. Okay, cool. So we are live here. Let me just get desktop audio ready and somewhat running. All right, we're good. Say hi to the people, buddy.
Hello everyone.
All right. We are live.
I'm Jr., aka Razor. Probably one of the biggest Eagles fans ever.
So, for context, I've been doing this just by myself. I've never really promoted this for them, but you know what? Again, let's get in this. Let's have a little football chat here. Uh, Kick up a seat and let's have some sports talk, if you will.
Yeah, I can like do this for
Hours.
about an hour before I have to go.
All right, sweet.
But if it wasn't for that, it would have been hours.
Yep. All right. So yeah. What was the final score from the Eagles game?
35-10.
Dude, I wish we could win like that. Honestly, I really wish we could have any sort of win like that.
Jalen Hurts again, MVP of the game. Absolutely tore it up today. Like no, like I think he had his absolute best, most complete game of the year. He went 29-39 for 380 yards and had 4 total touchdowns.
That's a great outing. Tell you
That's
what.
just like that's just like he's just like been continuing to prove every single week why he should be MVP.
Yeah.
And I love it. He just like continues to improve every single week. And the improvement I've seen this year from Hurts has just been outstanding.
No,
Like he
I
truly looked like a franchise quarterback.
his improvement, I think, is one of the biggest stories in this league this year. It's like I thought they were gonna be better with AJ Brown. I didn't know they were gonna improve like this. Basically,
Yeah, I don't think anyone saw 11-1 coming from the Philadelphia Eagles.
no,
At
I
this point,
definitely did
I
not.
figured we would have a record like Dallas, like 8-3.
Yeah, but I guess that's not the case.
Absolutely not.
And not only did you destroy Tennessee, Tennessee beat Green Bay in Lambeau pretty handily. So that I think could, and I mean, well, Green Bay played Philly last week and only lost by 7. Um,
Yeah,
but honestly, this is the first time that I'm kind of really frustrated with with an offensive performance from this team, with Fields at the helm at least, because last week was just embarrassing, only scoring 10 points against the Jets. But
I understand that.
to be
And
fair,
you have every right to be frustrated, especially today, where like when the Bears have had games like this, where in the first half they've been consistent, they usually stay consistent the entire game long. But the second half, it just kind of went missing, and the Bears offense had no answer at all for the second half.
no, they didn't. And I think the most frustrating part about this is that they played a good 45 minutes of football. I give credit to the defense where credit's due for that first 3 quarters because they held Green Bay to just 17 points in the first 3 quarters, which that's not very common from this
From
defense
the
as of late.
Bears.
And they were missing what, like 4 or 5 starters on the
About
defensive
three
side.
to four starters.
No
What,
Jackson,
three?
no
I like 3 or 4
Brisker, no
stars on the
Gordon,
defensive
no
side of
Vildor.
football.
So there's a lot that can be.
Eddie Jackson was also out as well, your safety.
Yep, Jackson, Brisker, Gordon, and Vildor all out. So for what this Bears defense had in the secondary and knowing what Rodgers is capable of in the passing game, they did a really good job holding him to under 200 yards and only 1 touchdown pass. But of course, wasn't enough to get the win as they kind of crumbled at the end. And I think it's also just a byfactor of how pounding and how much of a just pounding type of running back AJ Dillon is. He just tires out defenses, especially down the stretch when they need to just grind out a drive. It's very much AJ Dillon's strength of just tiring out defenses because by the end of the game, AJ Dillon was just unstoppable.
Yeah, truly. I know what you're talking about. We literally played them last week, and AJ Dillon was a big, tough dude to stop. And I think the Packers realized that because they utilized him in running to the outside a lot
Mm-hmm.
when running with AJ Dillon. And of course, when the big guys are trying to stop up front to get to the quarterback, AJ Dillon's already out running to the side, getting like 20 yards
Yep.
every single play.
I
And that's
do.
why that's kind of how they managed to get back at us so quickly after we scored 2 times, like within 5 minutes. So
Mm-hmm.
became extremely frustrating.
Yeah. Um. But I I don't know. I am kind of at a loss of words, um, considering that it's like they've done this now like 5 times this year, where they've played well to convincing me to think that they may have a chance at winning this game, but in the end they can't finish. And I think that if they can finish games next season, if they are able to finish games, this team will be very scary, especially if they make the right moves in free agency and during the draft. Um, I'm not gonna come out here and say that they're gonna have a complete flip. I think that is a bit too. It's a bit too early to say that they're gonna do a complete 180, and I guess go from 3 wins to like 10 or 11 and make the playoffs. But I think that um, this season has really reminded me. It kind of looks similar to the 2017 Bears. The only different right now is uh, they only have 3 wins, and they may have a better draft position than what they did before the 2018 draft, which they drafted Roquan Smith in. And so there's a very good there is a possibility that we could potentially see something similar to 2018 next year, but I'm not going to get my hopes up until I see the roster going into next season.
Yeah, I truly like it, the Eagles are now 11-1. I think now officially we can say that the Eagles just had like a huge turnaround
Yeah,
after making like all the right moves in the offseason.
yeah.
And like the Bears now being mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, there's no chance
Oh
for
wait, are
them.
they actually
I'm pretty
eliminated now?
yeah, it's done. So Houston Texans are eliminated and Chicago Bears now eliminated.
Wait, we have
First two
three.
teams.
Wait, we have 3 wins. We have 10 losses. Are the Giants still? Wait, hang on.
The
What's the
Giants
play?
tied.
Oh my
So
God! The
technically,
Commanders and Giants tied.
Commanders and Giants tied, so their positions don't change at all.
Well, there you go. That's why we're out of the playoffs now. Because I'm like, wait. So the loser of that game would have at least kept us. They would have been 7 wins and still been in the playoff spot. We wouldn't be mathematically eliminated just yet.
No, you
Well, with
wouldn't
with the
have,
tie,
because they still
yeah.
could have lost every game, but the
Yeah.
tie doesn't change their position at all.
Damn, that actually. Well, Packers knocked us out of the playoffs. It only happened the last 4 years, so I'm used to it. By the way, I have stress food now.
Exactly. Stress eating.
Stress eating.
Yeah, I think now that you guys are eliminated, you guys are gonna start focusing on like every single possible move you guys can make
Yeah.
and what would be best for the team.
I think right now, especially up against the tough competition they've got going, it might be a great decision to try and test some new things out and kind of test the waters of some plays you might want to try and throw into the rotation. See what Justin can do, throwing the ball more. I think these last 4 games are great for experimentations now that they're actually out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
I think there's a opportunity here that this team can do while they're now out of the playoffs to experiment and prepare for next season.
Yeah, and you really need all the preparation you need because the Vikings obviously they're really good now. They got the right coaching.
Mm-hmm.
That's just really what they needed. And if they don't make it this year, I'm sure they'll do good again next year.
Yeah.
You got the Lions, who will probably make more off-season moves, which will make
Mm-hmm.
them better, and they'll be fully healthy, and that makes them dangerous. Packers, Jordan Love, that's their only question mark.
And that's, I
Is
think, the
Jordan
biggest.
Love the next Aaron Rodgers?
The
Unsure.
Green Bay Packers are in a very interesting situation after this season is over because of Aaron Rodgers versus Jordan Love and seeing if Aaron Rodgers will say. If he stays, there's the biggest question answered and whatnot. But the NFC North
Yeah.
it's weird saying that the Packers may potentially have the worst future in this division. And that's
Probably
something.
because the Bears have a future, the Lions have a future, and Vikings have a future. The Packers is just up in the air and foggy. It's just unsure right now.
Move on real quick. A comment from Mighty Duck of Anaheim 2002-03. How do you feel that the Colorado Buffaloes hired Deion Sanders as their head coach? I am ecstatic. I am a part of the band at CU. I had to sit through all 6 of those home games from start to finish, including that Utah and Oregon game. Those were hard. I was basically laughing by the 4th touchdown by Utah. They were so bad. And when the rumors started going around, and I was like, okay, maybe it's looking like it's going to be a done deal. And they announced they pretty much he was prepared to take the announcement on Friday. He accepted the job, and they announced it on Saturday. He flew in, and as part of the band, I'm ecstatic that I'm not going to have to worry about getting tickets for their first game against Nebraska next year. I actually get into the game. Not only do I not only have to worry about it, but I get it for free. And so that is, it is so exciting that I basically don't have to worry about all of this. We may go bowling next season, and it looks like Deion's going to bring his son Shador for quarterback. He's going to be our new quarterback 1. I am so excited as a Buffs fan right now. Not only because they're probably going to be good, but because I won't have to sit through absolute pain and agony. And that's the big difference between Colorado and Chicago. The Colorado Buffaloes just sucked at football all season long. They had the one great game against Cal that they ended up winning somehow, but they just sucked at football and they were losing from the get-go. So I didn't feel like, I wasn't like, throwing a huge rage fit when they lost. I was just laughing at them at that point. Like, where that's the difference with the Bears right now. They're 3-10, and they really have just failed to finish games, and they haven't done anything. So that's the biggest fault so far. Welcome back to the stream, Dolos. I'm sorry you joined right as my stream crashed. Appreciate the support, though. Glad to hear I do have at least one big fan, I guess. Do I have a Discord? I have a Discord account. I'm currently in a call. But if you're asking about a Discord server, for sports, no, I do not have one yet. I've thought maybe doing one. I could potentially decide to do one if enough people are interested. I can throw it out for a community post and ask the fans, see what they want to do if they're open for such a thing. But yeah, that's the sitch there. If you have any questions for me regarding the game or the team, go ahead and drop them in. Glad to see you here. But yeah, no, I am really looking forward to next season as a Buffs fan.
Yeah, that's just like, I woke up the morning, I saw the NCAA trial, I was like, what could possibly be happening at this moment? And I see
Let's go,
Deion
Deion!
Exactly, and that is exactly what the Buffs needed, really. A coach, a guy who knows football down to the X's and O's, like, he's played
He's
the
a
game
Hall of
before,
Famer.
he knows what he's doing.
Won a Super Bowl.
Exactly. Like,
He's
that's
got
just
a
exactly
22-5 record with Jackson State. Just went undefeated. Gonna go to the Celebration Bowl. I mean, actually, no way. His presser has been over for a couple hours probably. So he's already on a flight back to Jackson. But actually, this morning, I woke up at 6:30 to get up, grab my instrument, which I actually have here at the apartment because since marching season's over, I'm actually playing the basketball games. I don't have to worry about all that. I got my instrument here. I grabbed this bad boy this morning and hiked out to our football stadium to meet some of the other people from the band. And we went down there and basically went into like arcs, pointed towards the clubhouse where Dion was, and pretty much played for like 10 minutes straight. And it's what's the temperature outside right now? Actually, hang on. It
Colorado?
is
Probably really cold. Probably really chilly.
It actually warmed up. It's 53 now. It was this morning. It was a lot colder. It was around like the mid 30s. If you couldn't tell, this instrument is like metal. If you couldn't tell, it's like so it gets either very hot or very cold very fast. So it got very, very cold. And as I'm playing, we're getting into like the 8th minute of playing, and I swear to God, my fingers are gonna fall off because I forgot to bring gloves.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, we played for Dion for like 10 minutes, not with like our fight sequence and like, because we have 3 fight songs here, so it's a sequence on just one song. But we played a bunch of other like pep tunes. And basically at the end of it, he walked out of the clubhouse, saluted us, if you will, went out, and our director said, they're filming a documentary right now about Dion, apparently. And so they're like, we're going to hold up. Dion may not come down, but his film crew might, so hang on tight and stand here. We stood for probably about 10 minutes, and then he comes over and tells us, yeah, they're not coming.
Oh my gosh.
And so at CU, we have a live mascot. We have a live buffalo that runs out in front of the games. Ralphie was there. She was so cute, waiting eagerly to see Dion. And she was starting. Once we saw Ralphie start to go back to her trailer, we all got very upset and sad. We're like, "Aww." And so that was my morning. So I got back and I was like, I was standing there like just having a casual chat. I'm like, you know what? This is the happiest I'm going to feel today. This is the happiest I'm going to feel today because the Bears and Packers are playing today.
If I send you a mini Atlanta Falcons helmet, will you get it signed by Deion Sanders?
Ha! I don't know. But as regarding like, he also tried to get us into the his press conference at 1:30, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna be a bit more tough to show up because if it's a close game between Chicago and Green Bay, I'm gonna be like so invested in that I'm like not even gonna be paying attention to what we're doing. So I was glad that it was early this morning, but we never heard back from them, and so we didn't get to go. So I stayed here all my lonesome, getting frustrated with the Bears and the Packers once again.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Life sucks as a Bears fan. It's been 5 years now. It'll be 5 years. It's been 4. It's been 4 years, but it will be 5 years by the time next season rolls around. I'm gonna fill my water bottle real quick, helps. So.
All right.
Talk to lovely people.
People, as an Eagles fan, the passing game had a major improvement today, which was just awesome to see. I think that was the most complete offensive passing game that we've had all year. But it gets frustrating because, wow, last week the running game was fully 100%. This week, the running game just wasn't there at all. There was no running game. Miles Sanders had only like 30 rushing yards. And I think it's just a matter of us switching the offensive game plan a lot. I think we understand that.
I think you are right.
Because with the Packers, Jair Alexander, strong secondary, I think we realize that, but we realize the flaws in their defensive line and the ability to put pressure. And we utilize that a lot because Hurts literally almost broke Justin Fields' record that game. And then this week, the Titans, who have terrible issues in the secondary, we utilized and realized that, took advantage of that, and Hurts threw for almost 400 passing yards today.
Okay, yeah. I was looking at the stuff from yesterday or last week against Green Bay, and I saw that Hurts ran for like 150 yards, and I was like, you know what? This is prime opportunity for Fields to just have a field day. And they pulled him. They really kind of stifled him in the second half. I mean, whoever that was, I forget who his name, but someone who, in the previous stream before everything crashed, someone was talking about how Fields isn't running correctly or something. I'm like, that's not his problem. That's the coaching staff who's just not choosing to run with him.
Yeah. And remember, Fields is coming off a shoulder injury, so he's obviously not at the full 100% that he should be at. It might be a little bit uncomfortable for him, and it's really different, especially when you're the starting quarterback, you're on the damn field, it's your biggest rival.
Mm-hmm.
It's just different. It's hard to... The lights are too bright, essentially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some people were even saying sit Fields, and I'm like, no. It's the Green Bay Packers. It doesn't matter if we're, 15-0, 16-0 in the last game of the season, and Green Bay's 0-16. You play your starters. And it doesn't matter if it's the other way around. Green Bay would play their starters, too. So
yeah, they would.
There's no reason to sit Fields. Because guess what? We have a bye next week, and then I think, is it Philly who's first? Are we playing you guys next? In week 15? Hang on. Oh,
playing us the week after.
The week after? Week 15?
We play the Giants next. So week 13.
Nah, it's so bad. Philly, Buffalo, Detroit, Minnesota. Those are our last 4 games. It's bad. And guess what? Philly, Buffalo, and Minnesota are all at home. All home games. Detroit's the only road game left. And we're still going to get crushed in 3 of those games.
Wow.
So, 3-14. Here we go.
This was our last home game for a while. We're going on to the 4 straight road games.
Oh wow.
We're going to New York. We're going to Chicago. We're going to Dallas.
Wow.
And what was the last one? Oh no, it's just those 3. We get the Saints at home, I think.
Gotcha.
Unless I'm wrong. Yeah, we have the Saints at home and then Giants at home, which I'm actually going to the final game of the year.
Oh, you are?
Just saying. Yeah, playing the trip to Philly.
Oh, nice. That'd be fun. It's gonna close out the season against the Giants. I mean, that division, I don't think anyone could have predicted.
I don't think anybody would have predicted even one team from the NFC East that would actually end up being the best team in the entire league, record-wise.
Not in a million years.
Nobody saw that coming. The Cowboys doing good. Okay, yeah, that's predictable enough. But the Giants and Washington all still in the playoffs as a wild card spot? No, that's just crazy.
No, I mean like.
Huh?
I almost here. There it is. Yeah, 11-1, 8-3, 7-4-1, 7-5-1.
Yeah, the tie.
I love that when they put the streak up, it just says 0. Like there's not even like a win or a loss, just 0. They have no streak. But yeah, the Bears have lost 6 in a row. Second longest losing streak in the league right now. That's Texans have lost 7 in a row, but Texans are going to be out tanking us. So, yeah, I mean, I was a little bit, I was like, you know what, I was gonna give us a couple extra wins on the schedule. I was like, you know what, even though they probably will lose, I'll give them the wins against the Giants and the Commanders at the beginning of the year. Yeah, lost both of those games. I was not expecting them to beat New England. They killed them on the road. That was really shocking.
That was surprising. Really, it was. Especially Bill Belichick's defense, like that is really surprising. That game. That game ruined my fantasy.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, I lost fantasy because you guys decided to just destroy the Patriots that night.
Oh. Take the L. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
My fantasy team has been really bad this season. I was projected at the beginning of the season to be second overall and lose like 3 games. I'm 4-8. But like I had players who were projected to be really good, solid starters. Like I was projected to, play very well. I had Josh Allen. I had Leonard Fournette. I picked up Breece Hall, who ended up being really solid. But who else was my other running back? Patterson, Cordarrelle Patterson. And then I had Jefferson and Kirk as my receiving core. I picked Dalton Schultz as my tight end, who had a couple good games and then became a complete dud. So I've been in the tight end carousel. I got Koo. I got possibly the 2 best kickers in the league, in Koo and Carlson. And then I have the Bucks.
What?
Oh, I have Koo and Carlson this year.
Koo and Carlson.
No one was picking Carlson at the end. I was like, I picked Koo pretty early, and I was like, Carlson's still on the board. I like to make sure I have a backup of every position. I don't know. That's just how I roll. I try to do that, so I try to pick 2 of everyone. So Carlson was still on the board. I'm like, I got nothing else to pick for. Let's go with Carlson. And they've both been pretty good. Although I sat Drake London, who I picked up because a couple of players had been underperforming, so I got him in off the waiver wire. And he got 15 points today, and I decided to sit him over Patterson, and that was a bad decision. Koo scored 15. Koo scored 14 points. So
he did.
Yeah, Koo scored 14.
I started the Browns defense in another league, which ended up getting me 30 points.
Wow.
Because they got a fumble recovery touchdown, and then an interception, a pick 6 touchdown.
Dang.
Like it was unbelievable.
That's insane. Yeah. No, hang on. How did I do in the other fantasy? How am I doing in my other fantasy league right now? With my band section. Oh, I'm losing by 1 point.
Oh dang.
I still have a player left to play that he doesn't. So it looks like I'm projected to win though. This will be a huge one though. This guy's leading my division.
Jets in the playoffs?
Are the Jets in the playoffs still?
I wonder because they lost today. I wonder if they're third and they're barely in the playoffs.
Yeah,
the Chargers are right behind them at 6 and 5.
So the Chargers are playing the Raiders right now. Of course, they're gonna win. Actually, no, the Raiders have played pretty well, played pretty decent the last couple.
That was my upset game. I had the Raiders actually winning that game. Just because of how well they've been doing, and it's a divisional game.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I don't know. I am just... Yeah. I am from Chicago. Sadly, I live in Wisconsin no matter what Bears... Salute to you. You having to live in the Wisconsin as a Bears fan, that's got to be tough. Yeah, the Houston Texans winning today, big mistake. Ooh, ouch. I actually don't have a TikTok. I actually have never downloaded TikTok, so I guess there's that. Do you play any games? Depends on what you're trying to suggest. I don't know. I'd like to keep playing games, but I think right now I've definitely started to stagnate because this semester is ending. So a lot of finals and all that stuff. So it's whatever. What about the Detroit Lions destroying the Jacksonville Jaguars? Let's go ahead and talk about that. Detroit just absolutely kicked Jacksonville's behind in this one. This was unbelievable. You know,
I've been saying it's...
You were saying? Oh. You good? Um, I think we lost him for a second here.
Okay, whoops, my bad.
Oh, there you go. Hi. You were gonna say something? Go ahead.
Anyway, I've been saying this since week one. This is a good Detroit Lions team. Like it really is. And the offense has been showing it when they've been scoring like consistently at least over 20 points, like almost every single game.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
And
it's just their defense that can't keep up, and they just end up giving up too many points. It's the reason why they lost so many games this year. But that defense has been really improving a lot,
so I was
and I
about to
think
say,
holding was is a big part, and holding back a lot of other teams as well. They've been starting to finally perform up to their limit.
mm-hmm.
And
Um,
like the Lions, they have like a top 10 offense right now, and it obviously shows. But yeah,
so
I
with
just
the
think that's
Lions, they're an interesting team for me because I feel like they're finally starting to find their footing again. And next year, it's interesting to see if they decide to go after a quarterback. Obviously, they're not going to get Bryce from Young or C.J.
that.
Stroud because they are going to be the first two picks they're going to be up there for Carolina and Houston. I think Will Levis from Kentucky, I think, is the third best quarterback in the draft. Um, yeah, I don't know. It should be very interesting to see what they do in the offseason because they got great receivers. Amon-Ra St. Brown is fantastic.
And Jameson Williams
Yeah,
he was finally activated.
yeah, finally. And then you still have DJ Chark. We haven't even talked about. So
DJ Chark is like no one knows who he is, but he's a great receiver.
well,
He's just like
he
a
was a
great.
he was great with Jacksonville, and that's what happens when you play with Jacksonville. You get kind of thrown under the radar because that's just what it is. It's like Allen Robinson, my boy,
Oh yeah.
and yet now
Allen Robinson hasn't really
he has
had quite
disappeared
the
off the
year.
face of the earth with LA.
I was about to say he only has like 220 receiving
I
yards
need
or
I need to
something.
see what his stats are for the year.
He has like only 200 receiving yards. He has not been utilized in that offense correctly or at all.
All right, so
It is
last
sad.
season with the Bears, Robinson had 38 receptions for 410 yards, averaging 10.8 yards a play, and had one touchdown. In 2022, he's got 33 receptions, 339 yards, and three touchdowns.
So I was off by 100, but honestly, he should have stayed in Chicago. He really would have been
He,
doing better in Chicago right now.
he really would be. I'm with you
I
here.
think he just got greedy and wanted to go to a Super Bowl winning team.
And I think what's one thing about having a perpetually bad franchise that you never have expectations. Or well, I don't want to say you never have expectations, but you don't have a lot of expectations going into a season. Sometimes,
Yeah.
especially when you come down to this point. But like, oh, talk about I don't know if we've seen a harder fall from grace as a Super Bowl winning team than this
And
year's
the
LA Rams.
Los Angeles Rams.
Because the 2002 Tampa Bay Buccaneers missed the playoffs after winning the Super Bowl the previous year, and they were like what 8-8 or 7-9. They were right around 500. LA
Eagles, after winning
is
Super Bowl,
really bad
make
this year.
divisional.
They
Yeah.
will be lucky if they win 6 games.
Honestly, like
The Rams
the
are at
Rams,
3-8 right now.
I know
They're
their
playing
front office
Seattle right
is
now.
just terrible.
If they lose, they have to win out to even sniff the playoffs. But if they want to have a chance at a winning record this year, they need to win out. It's just
My
so
God.
embarrassing.
It is, and like this is what happened when you have a stupid front office
Mm-hmm.
and GM. Like you win the Super Bowl, and you lose a a lot of your offensive line. They're like gone. You need to protect Matthew Stafford. What do? Sign a wide receiver. Okay. Okay, so you lose your depth at the defense. You lose your cornerback too, who was really solid and helped Jalen Ramsey a lot.
Yep.
You lose Von Miller. What do? You sign Bobby Wagner. Okay, what about the cornerback? No. Sign some draft some random rookie and expect him to fill out the job. And it has been working. And offensive line, no improvements whatsoever. What happens? Matthew Stafford, concussion protocol. And now injured out for the season.
Yeah, and you got Bryce Perkins starting.
No, it's someone else today, actually.
Oh, is it someone else? It's not Bryce Perkins? Hang on, who is it?
Bryce Perkins. That was...
No, it's John Wolford! John Wolford starting!
Bryce Perkins was probably one of the worst quarterback plays I've ever seen.
Almost got to feel bad for him.
You really do.
Where even is he from?
I don't know.
Let me take a look.
I don't know who Bryce Perkins is.
You want to sign? This is gonna be really funny.
What?
Bryce Perkins went to UVA.
Oh my god. That's actually hilarious.
Of course he goes to UVA. I don't know.
I don't remember ever seeing him there.
That is hilarious. Bryce Perkins went to UVA.
Oh my gosh, no. He was a starter. Oh, that's right.
Now you're starting.
He was a starter.
Now you're starting to put the
2018
pieces
and
together.
2019.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I forgot. Yeah, the Rams are just in a terrible position.
They're in such a bad position. They sold their soul for that title.
They sold their soul more than the Eagles did, because at least the Eagles had some attempts to try and keep it together after that Super Bowl season.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about the next season and how that ended.
Well, I'm good. I'm not gonna say it.
You're gonna spare me the pain.
You already know.
Show some sympathy. Yeah.
Show some sympathy. I feel bad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Life sucks as a Bears fan.
Truly.
Truly sucks as a Bears fan. Does not get worse than this.
You know what's surprising to me? Like how the NFC East is the best team, but I'm surprised that the AFC West is actually one of the worst.
That
the most
is
complicated, really.
That I agree is one of the most interesting points so far in this league.
I really expected how the NFC East looks right now. I expected the AFC West to look like that before the season started.
But guess not.
Yeah, Russell Wilson's I don't think I've.
They lost to Baltimore 10-9 today.
Did they really?
Yeah. And they were up 9-3 until the end of the game.
You see, the defense is there, but where's the offense?
Non-existent. Hey, if you're a Broncos fan out there, I understand the pain. I'm a Bears fan. I'm used to just defense playing well. The offense can't do nothing. I'm used to it.
Yeah, I know the term fleecing doesn't really exist. It's just kind of a way to make fun of like bad trades. But honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a bigger fleece than what the Seahawks did to the Denver Broncos.
Especially considering that Geno Smith's like actually looking pretty good this year.
He definitely might win comeback player of the year. He looks like a superstar.
He looks really good.
Honestly.
But to answer your question,
and Russell Wilson's just...
this is my first stream, well, technically second stream, but this is my first stream. You know, this is kind of fun. I might want to decide, maybe think about doing this more often. Yeah, appreciate you having me around, though. I guess when looking at teams that have fallen from grace in like really bad situations. I want to kind of jump to Indianapolis.
Oh my gosh.
And guess what? They're on
You know,
Sunday Night Football tonight. They got the Cowboys on prime time, dude. That
oh
is
my
that is
gosh.
so bad.
That is a snooze fest.
Oh, I wonder what JRF
It,
feels. I wonder how he feels. Do
he
I do I
probably,
do I
he's
dare
probably
ping
not
him?
impressed.
Do I dare ping him right now and try to see if I get him in here?
Join the call. Ask him his quick opinion on the game.
Oh, what the hell? Oh my god, he's right there. What the fuck? What the
Oh my
hell?
gosh.
What is happening?
Oh my gosh,
He's right there. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Guess that plan is kind of screwed.
He was waiting.
It was waiting for the time to strike. Jesus.
The Colts story is really sad because
Oh, it really is.
Carson Wentz, it looked decent last year. And I thought like, oh, just like continue to improve the team, you know, get like another star wide receiver, and then like just make that push next season. And then they traded him. And I was like, what? Why? And then they
Say
got
hello,
Matt Ryan.
Jared. Come in. Can you get in here? Say hello.
Jared, where is he?
And I'll be here in a minute.
Yeah, and like their story is so sad. Like they looked like future contenders to now just like absolutely sad and pitiful.
Yeah.
It's just one of those situations where it's like they went they win like 10 games last year?
The Colts won 9.
Like 9. Right, that last game. God.
Can't win in Jacksonville saved their life.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, like it's just I think it's really bad in impatience.
Holy
Like
shit.
super impatient. Oh my gosh, look who it is.
Oh my god, look who it is. Well, would you look at this?
Would you look at that?
Brock Purdy season?
Brock
wait,
Purdy.
wait, is Brock Purdy playing?
He's got
Brock
2
Purdy's
touchdowns,
playing.
man.
What?
Oh my gosh, what?
Against the Dolphins.
What happened with Jimmy G?
He got carted into the locker room.
Oh no.
So
Brock
Brock Purdy
MVP.
is your starting quarterback.
Wow. Talk about Brock Purdy coming into a situation with Garoppolo and Lance and then feeling like, oh, I can start.
Would y'all like to hear a fun fact?
What's a fun fact?
Brock Purdy is the first Mr. Irrelevant in NFL history to throw a touchdown pass.
Probably because he's one of the first, if not the first.
Who else but Brock Purdy?
Who else?
Who else but Brock Purdy?
That's such a Cinderella story.
Yeah, good for him. Too bad his college is absolutely terrible this year.
Oh, yeah, JR, if we want to ask you your opinion, what you think on the Colts and Cowboys game.
Yes. Well.
As a Cowboy. As a Cowboys fan.
As a Cowboys fan, I can only say. But no, overall, I like the shot that we have because the pass rush that we have in Dallas is astronomically good, and the Colts' offensive line for some reason has been one of the worst. And honestly, I think that's where the game will end.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yep.
Yeah, no.
I don't know if it'll be a blowout, but
We're definitely. I don't think we're gonna be seeing 62-3 or whatever that game was. With
no. But yeah, I think we'll be set.
It's funny that they
Alright.
didn't flex this game, but they would never flex this game because it's Dallas, and they flex next week's game between Kansas City and Denver to put in Tua and Justin Herbert.
That was a better move anyway.
That's a better move there. Yeah. I'm not going to complain about tonight. I mean, next week's finals, so I'm not really going to be doing too much
That's
watching.
a good game so far, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird to have a live stream with a Bears fan, a Cowboys fan, and an Eagles fan.
Yeah,
This is a very mixed
on a
group.
channel that is all about Chicago, apparently.
This is a very mixed group. Something's not right here.
Something is not right.
No, not really.
We're all Michael Jordan fans. How about that?
No.
Yes.
What?
Yes, that is true. That is true. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And I don't watch any NBA.
And I don't watch. That's quote of the year. Michael
Oh,
Jordan
come
is the GOAT.
on.
I don't watch any NBA.
Oh,
Have you guys seen how many touchdowns he scored in his prime?
yeah. Dude, Michael Jordan, no, did you see Michael Jackson? He scored a touchdown.
Oh, Jesus.
Did you see Kobe Bryant get that interception?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh. Nose ball.
But yeah, no, I do believe that Jordan's better than LeBron, and that's not up for debate.
Yeah, I don't really have enough input on it other than.
Here's your telling thing.
Underrated.
Jordan, 6-0 in the finals. Who was the best team during Jordan's era? Chicago.
Your mama.
Who was the best team during LeBron's era? The Warriors. Just saying. Just saying. Jordan never lost in the finals. LeBron lost to the Warriors, what, like 3 times in 4 years in the finals?
What does this even become?
It's not even an argument. It's Jordan. So there's my Chicago. There's my Homer energy. There you go.
Anywho. Football.
Luka Doncic
Yes.
plays
Yes,
football.
yes,
Luka
yes,
Doncic
yes.
plays football for Slovenia. Or wait, is it Slovenia or Slovakia? He's from
It's Slovenia.
Slovenia. Okay,
Yes.
got it right.
Wait,
He'll
the
be-
Ravens won?
Yeah, they did. They scored in the last 30 seconds.
That
Denver
was a
lost
horrible-
again.
That was a horrible game.
Denver lost
think-
again.
Heck, it might be a one and done.
Oh, he's 100%
Alright,
one.
boys.
Yeah.
I gotta go get ready for work.
Ooh, have fun.
I won't.
Oh,
We should do this live stream and talk more often.
I agree.
Podcast incoming.
Oh no!
Question mark?
Don't know.
Find
You
out.
write
next
that down in the
week
comments if you want to see a
next
podcast.
episode.
Jesus Christ.
Go down in the comments and say you want a podcast. Go, 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 go. Anyways, Dallas.
Look. Somebody said something in the comments. Look.
Oh my gosh! Hey, that's very hurtful. I think I need to report this person, and you know,
What? No.
I might need to put user in a timeout. Maybe even hide user on the channel. I don't know. That seems pretty vulgar.
Damn.
Yeah,
Anywho.
definitely not pinning that message.
Okay, back to back to sports.
Back to football and the real football, not the
So-
fake football. That's actually soccer.
Okay.
It's
moving
called
on.
soccer.
Moving on. Okay. So,
I'm depressed.
Looking at the games now, I can tell why you're depressed. 18
Yeah.
points in the fourth quarter is ouch.
Yep,
That'll do it.
that is the most Packers-Bears finish ever.
What about the Lions? 40-14.
Yeah. So when I watch these games with my brother, because you know we only are only allowed to watch Sunday Ticket with one device,
Yeah.
so he ends up putting them on. He'll have our game, as like the big one, and like below it, he'll have other games that I know he really wants to watch because fantasy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh goodness. Okay, so the way oh my gosh, the Raiders are so terrible. Jesus.
They're that bad.
The score's 13-10. That's such a barn burner.
A barn burner. I don't know if I've heard that term
Yes,
used in a while.
that's a term for not very eventful.
Dang, burning a bar is very.
That's a south. That's a
that
south.
that is no, that totally
that's
sounds
south.
like that. That definitely is.
That is a south. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
Deshaun Watson returns.
What?
Did not look very good.
Yeah, did you see he threw like a terrible pick?
Yeah, that was a bad pick. And 131 yards of interception, 12 for 22. Kyle Allen, 201 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions, but he did have a pick 6.
Okay.
So, I'd say
It's
that's
Kyle
about
Allen.
right, honestly. I did see flashes of old Deshaun Watson, but like, he did not look very good for most of that game.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just really sad after that. So I was telling Razor about.
I don't doubt that, honestly.
No, I mean today, of course, with like Dion coming to see you this morning.
That kind of offsets it, yeah.
Well, last night, I was I got a message from my section leader saying that this is really short notice, but we might actually need you all to. Would any of you like to play for like coach tomorrow morning?
Ooh.
Like Ralphie was going to be there.
Legit, yeah.
And so
Sounds fun.
I got up at 6:30 this morning for it. We
Nice.
played for like 10 minutes.
How'd it go?
It went well. We played for like 10 minutes straight. I don't know. My fingers were going to fall off because it was only like 35 out there because it was so early in the morning. And then, my God. Yeah, he like waved at us as we came out of the clubhouse. And our director came to us and told us that, hey, Dion may come down, but because they're filming a documentary on Dion right now. So
Yeah.
he was like, maybe his film crew might want to come down.
Ooh.
We stand there for about 10 minutes, and they start taking Ralphie back to the trailer, and we're like, no! No one came. No one came down. That was really sad.
Nice.
Well, my band director was visibly frustrated and visibly, like, furious almost. He's like,
Let's go.
well, he was like, he really wanted to try and get us into the press conference to be there, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
So,
It's fine.
it's fine. We'll probably have another chance to do something like that. I mean, he's still really worrying about Jackson State because they still have a bowl game to play.
That's fair. Yeah, no.
They still have the Celebration Bowl.
Yep. Baylor's got Army. In the armed forces.
Oh yeah, you guys had 6 wins. Yeah, you had 6 wins.
Yeah. I'm happy now that we beat Oklahoma just because of the fact that we became bowl eligible because we literally lost our last 3.
Mm-hmm. Oh, is Oklahoma not bowl eligible?
They are, just they're on a lower tier than we are.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. So all the bowl matches are out now, right? Or-
They might be.
Hang on,
Check.
I have this.
No, they're not on.
Not all.
They're on Yahoo.
You see on ESPN. I have this pulled up. Yep. It looks like all the matches are out.
Ooh.
Sweet, Baylor. Yeah, you guys have Air Force.
Oh, we have Air Force?
Yep, you have Air Force.
Thought it was Army. Oh well.
Well, Army. Wait, Army is like not
Army
that
might be
good
a bit
this
better
year.
than we are. Yeah.
Army is 5-6. They still have to play Navy next week.
That's gonna be an interesting game.
I don't think they're gonna be bowl eligible though,
No, I don't think they are.
because all the games are set.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, we have Air Force.
Oregon
TCU made
State
college
versus
football play.
Florida.
Ooh.
That's a good
Oh
one.
wait.
Yo, UTSA and Troy are gonna go at it. Let's go.
Hold on, wait. Let me look up these bowl matchups as well.
I saw North Texas. Oh, they're playing Boise State in
That
the
might be a good one.
Frisco Bowl.
Oh.
So North Texas is staying local. For their standards.
Oh, the Liberty Bowl is Kansas versus Arkansas.
Ooh, UConn's got a bowl game. They're playing Marshall. The Myrtle Beach
Cheez-It
Bowl.
We have Oklahoma and Florida State.
Oklahoma, Florida State. Oh my gosh, they gave a bowl game to New Mexico State. New Mexico State will play Bowling Green.
Hold on, I want to see the. Yeah, there's the Armed Forces one.
Kind of a little switch away.
We
Let's
have
see.
Wisconsin versus Oklahoma State.
Okay.
We have Oregon versus North Carolina.
The Alamo Bowl is Texas and Washington. That's gonna be good. Hey, CU went to the Alamo Bowl 2 years ago and played Texas and got their behind stomped.
All right, let's see what else we got. We have the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, Tennessee,
versus
Clemson. Ooh, that'll be a really good game.
Sugar Bowl, Kansas State, Alabama. Kansas State only moved up one spot.
They
after
moved just
beating
one
TCU.
spot?
Why?
Why?
That's wow.
And Utah's only 8? I mean, like, I'm a CU guy, but like I still
Wait. The Cotton Bowl is USC versus Tulane.
Oh, so USC drew the group of 5. Yeah, wow.
Really? That could be a fun one.
Yeah, why did Tennessee move up a spot? They didn't even play. Kansas State, Utah, they should have gone over Tennessee. Tennessee should be like 9 because, you know, that's 3 conference champions right there.
The Rose Bowl should be pretty good.
Oh, wait, hang on. What's the Rose Bowl?
It's Utah versus Penn State.
Oh, that should be good. That should be really good, actually.
Yeah. LSU versus Purdue should also
Citrus,
be pretty good.
yep.
Wait, is LSU not ranked?
No, they're 17.
No, they're not. Not on this.
Is it updated?
I guess
No, it's
so.
updated. It's updated.
I don't see it on there. Huh.
Yeah, they're at 17 right now.
Syracuse, Minnesota.
Mississippi State, Illinois. Should be fun. I was really hoping Purdue could have pulled off the upset. That would have really caused chaos.
Yeah.
CFB. That would have been freaking amazing.
Florida versus Oregon State might actually be a very good one.
I really am looking forward to that because SEC fans were talking all this crap about Florida beating Utah and be like, oh, SEC better than the Pac. Even your best team
Honestly,
can't be
I think
a lower
Florida
tier.
might be the only reason why Utah isn't in the college football playoff.
Yeah. But I want to see Oregon State absolutely destroy them.
One of my favorite bowl games is honestly the Fiesta Bowl. I just love the aesthetic of it.
No, the Fiesta Bowl is good. I like that one.
The only thing that doesn't make sense... Wait, is it not sponsored by PlayStation?
It's Verbo.
Verbo.
At the Verbo Fiesta Bowl.
I
TC,
gotta see
Michigan.
this.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to TCU, Michigan. That should be really fun.
What's the logo looking like? I gotta see this.
What else?
This is important.
Oh, how did our
No, thank you.
our basketball team lost by 10?
Hey, we beat
7. No, you should have seen it. I went to the game on Thursday against Arizona State. We lost with a 3 that was hit in the last 3 seconds, and we were up by 15.5. ASU had to score 13 in a row to take the lead. Dude, it was an absolute collapse.
This logo is very lame. I'm sorry.
Send it. I see
Hold
it.
on, wait.
You gotta see this thing.
This is.
Yeah.
No, it's just so basic.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Back when Tostitos was doing it.
Oh yeah, well Tostitos, you know, the
Well,
Tostitos
but like
Fiesta
you have
Bowl.
got to see this logo. See, like this is okay. This is awesome.
Okay.
This is sick.
Yeah.
This is a sick logo, and it works.
Mm-hmm.
But no, we can't have that. Oh, I remember this game. Oh dear. Yeah, don't remind me.
I'm guessing you lost.
Yeah, we got crushed.
Uh,
The Fiesta Bowl has not been too kind to us.
How many times have you guys gone?
Two.
Oh. That time and when else?
Michigan State.
Oh, ow. Ow, that's rough. That's tough.
I still have the shirt.
Ouch. That's tough.
Yeah. Wait. Aaron, did you see this?
What?
Taylor Heineke, bro.
What is this? Is he dressing up to go to London or something? He's
Thomas
dressed
Shelby,
up like
bro.
he's gonna go. Bruh. Wow. Dov Kleiman. Dov Kleiman. That's a name.
Brock Purdy, #1 trending on Twitter.
Really?
Let's see how he's doing. Yeah, let's see how he's doing.
How is Brock Purdy performing?
I'm looking at Brock Purdy. Let's see. Alright,
155 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Make that 165.
Oh.
Touchdowns, 1 pick.
Okay.
He's driving in Miami territory. Interesting. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, okay. This weekend so far has been okay with sports and stuff like that.
Yep.
I'm still confused why TCU made the college football playoff, but
Why are you confused? They deserve to go.
they lost.
And Alabama has 2 losses.
Exactly. So why are they still 3?
That I don't really care that much about that one. They probably will lose anyways, but
True.
they may have decided they wanted to do that just so they could try and see if potentially Michigan Ohio State's CFB championship, which would actually be really cool.
That's a good point. Yeah. We have Georgia and Ohio State in the first round.
Yep.
So TCU or Michigan is going to go to the college
Championship.
football playoff.
The
Yeah.
championship game. You know, I like it because I'm tired of seeing Alabama.
But you know now Georgia's going to be the hated one.
They will be soon.
Yes.
What, next year they're going to do just the 4 again? Or no, next year's just 4 again. That'll be the last time, right?
Yep. And then the year after.
Okay, the 12. Okay, I cannot wait for that because
That's fine.
I've seen a lot of people say that is that this whole expanding the CFP is a bad decision. I'm like, what are you talking about? Dude,
Well,
over half of the FBS is out of the picture before the season even starts. You can basically get rid of all of the group of 5 schools, and you can get rid of a good chunk of some Power 5 conferences. It's like you have maybe 20 people, like 30 teams maybe, who are looking potentially to national title. I think that having more teams get an opportunity to get a chance, I think that'll help people stay involved more longer. But, you know, this is just me.
yeah. No, that's fair. Wait.
But I understand some of the viewpoints of tradition and trying to keep with like the bowl games and whatnot. And
Yeah.
while I appreciate that, I think that it's just
Presents an opportunity.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Something that I'm thinking about is, because like, Think about this. If the 12-team thing started today, Tulane would be in it.
Yep.
And they would be playing Ohio State.
No, they play Alabama.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because Ohio State's on.
Tulane, Alabama. Oh my god.
Tulane versus Alabama. Yeah. I don't know about that one.
That's just funny. Tulane goes into Tuscaloosa and wins.
God, Baylor's.
That would want to be one of the all-time games ever. Tulane ended up beating
Alabama.
and over in Tuscaloosa.
Just realized something. Yeah, no. Baylor fired their defensive coordinator. And their backup quarterback transferred.
Well, the portal opens up tomorrow, so.
Who was a 4-star guy.
Hey, so you got I think they said Dion's already got a 5-star coming to CU.
A 5-star recruit, the 4th one in
CU history.
Yeah.
Yes. I've seen a lot of people who are like, maybe can we get game day at CU? And I'm like, against Nebraska. I'm like, dude, honestly, they might. With Nebraska, I'm hiring Matt Rule. I really want to take
true.
that too, right? And so
I can't be mad at Matt Rule, honestly. I can't.
I really want to see what the week 2 schedule looks like next year to see what our chances are. Because I know it would be like a 4 a.m. wake-up call to do game day. But
I think Nebraska is going to be terrible next year.
Did you see DeColdest Crawford is going to transfer from Nebraska?
No idea who that is.
Just one of the. It's just a part. Just one of those guys who's just like one of those just random. Those funny name, like one of those name team guys. DeColdest Crawford. Like,
well, I don't know. I think the dude from Oklahoma still takes it.
Which one?
General Booty.
Yeah. Sure.
He's the 3rd string quarterback.
Yeah, that is that's good. See, that's just a funny play on words where like there's just other ones that make the list just because the names are just so freaking whack.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh dear. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get going because
I was starting to say
finals week.
It's finals week for the college kids.
It's time.
Yeah.
We have to do our. I have 3 finals on Friday.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but
Friday's a reading day, so there's no finals. There's no classes.
In total for this week and next, I have 9 different exams.
Oh my god. What the hell?
I have 6 classes.
Oh, that makes some more sense. I've only got 4 right now. I got 5 next semester though.
Yeah.
Well,
But
have a good one.
You too, and I will see you later.
All right, see you around. Okay, so if you are still here, thanks for sticking around and listening to our conversation. I'm going to get going. It's been fun. I've been streaming for, including both of them, about 2 hours now. So I think I've said my piece. I think I've talked about a variety of things. And yeah, thanks for sticking around. If you like this sort of content, make sure you give this live stream a like. And comment that you liked seeing this and would like to see more of this. Thank you for tuning in and sticking around and joining us. And yeah, take care, everyone. Have a good one.